There's a strange reality about how the internet works today. Every time you scroll through a website, click a button, or form an opinion about an app, that behavior has value. Companies spend billions trying to understand how people think, what confuses them, and what makes them take action. And yet, most people never realize that they can actually get paid for providing that exact feedback. This is where website testing and online surveys come in. Not as some unrealistic make money fast scheme, but as a legitimate way to earn small, consistent income by doing something you already do every day, using the internet. The difference is simple. Instead of being the product, you become the participant who gets paid. What website testing really means. Website testing is often misunderstood. People assume it requires technical knowledge, coding skills, or some kind of professional background. In reality, it is much simpler than that. Companies want to see how normal users interact with their platforms. They want honest reactions, confusion, hesitation, and feedback that reveals what works and what doesn't. When you participate in website testing, you are usually given a task. You might be asked to visit a website, try to find a product, complete a checkout process, or navigate through different pages. While doing this, you are expected to speak your thoughts out loud. What you find easy, what feels confusing, and what makes you hesitate. From your perspective, it feels like a simple task. But from the company's perspective, this feedback is incredibly valuable. It helps them fix problems that could otherwise cost them thousands or even millions in lost customers. How surveys fit into this system. Surveys work in a slightly different way, but the purpose is the same. Instead of observing your behavior, companies directly ask for your opinions. They want to understand your preferences, habits, and decisions. You might be asked about the brands you use, how often you shop online, or what you think about a new product idea. Each answer contributes to a larger data set that companies use to make decisions. While individual surveys may not pay much, the process is simple and accessible. You can complete them from anywhere at any time without needing any special skills. Over time, these small payments accumulate, especially when combined with website testing. Why companies are willing to pay. At first glance, it may seem unusual that companies are willing to pay for something as simple as feedback. But when you look at it from a business perspective, it makes perfect sense. A single confusing feature on a website can reduce conversions. A poorly designed checkout process can lead to abandoned carts. A product that doesn't resonate with users can fail completely. By paying individuals to test their platforms and share opinions, companies gain direct insight into user behavior. This allows them to fix problems early and improve their systems before launching at scale. In this context, paying a few dollars per test is a small investment compared to the potential losses they avoid. The reality of earnings. It is important to approach this with realistic expectations. Website testing and surveys are not designed to replace a full-time income. They are best understood as a supplementary source of earnings. Website testing tends to offer higher payouts, often ranging from a few dollars for quick tasks to significantly more for detailed sessions. Surveys typically pay less per task, but they are quicker and more frequent. When combined, these opportunities can create a steady stream of small income. The key is consistency. Instead of expecting large payouts instantly, the focus should be on regular participation and gradual accumulation. Where most people make mistakes. One of the most common reasons people fail to see results in this space is lack of strategy. Many individuals sign up for a single platform, wait for opportunities, and then lose interest when tasks are limited. The reality is that opportunities are distributed based on user profiles and availability. Relying on one platform significantly reduces your chances of receiving tasks. A more effective approach is to diversify. By registering on multiple platforms, you increase your exposure to opportunities. Over time, this leads to more consistent participation and better overall results. Platforms that offer real opportunities. Several established platforms provide access to website testing and surveys. User testing is widely recognized for its consistent testing opportunities and structured process. Similarly, TryMeUI allows users to provide feedback through recorded sessions. For surveys, platforms like Swagbucks and Survey Junkie offer accessible entry points for beginners. Meanwhile, Respondent connects users with higher-paying research studies that require more detailed input. The effectiveness of these platforms depends not on using one, but on combining several to create a consistent flow of tasks. What you need to get started. One of the reasons this opportunity is so accessible is the low barrier to entry. You do not need advanced tools or specialized training. A basic smartphone or computer, a stable internet connection, and the ability to understand and communicate clearly are usually enough. Some tests may require you to speak your thoughts aloud while navigating a website, but this does not require perfection. Authentic, honest feedback is more valuable than polished communication. Understanding the limitations. While this method of earning money is legitimate, it is important to recognize its limitations. The availability of tasks can vary, and income is not always predictable. This is not a scalable system in the traditional sense. You are exchanging time and attention for compensation, which naturally limits how much you can earn. However, when used correctly, it can serve as a reliable source of supplementary income, especially for individuals looking to make productive use of their free time. How to improve your results? Success in this space depends largely on consistency and quality. Responding quickly to available tests increases your chances of participation, as many opportunities are limited. Providing thoughtful and detailed feedback also improves your profile, making you more likely to be selected for future tasks. Over time, this creates a positive cycle where better performance leads to more opportunities, which in turn leads to higher overall earnings. Avoiding misleading opportunities. As with any online earning method, there are unreliable platforms that make unrealistic promises. It is important to approach such claims with caution. Legitimate platforms do not require upfront payments, and they do not guarantee large earnings in a short period. Their value lies in consistent, moderate opportunities rather than exaggerated outcomes. By focusing on established platforms and maintaining realistic expectations, you can avoid unnecessary risks. Website testing and surveys represent a practical way to earn money online without specialized skills. They are not designed to create financial independence, but they do offer a meaningful way to generate additional income through simple, everyday activities. The real advantage lies in accessibility. Anyone with an internet connection can participate, and the learning curve is minimal. In a digital economy where companies constantly seek user insights, your perspective has value. The difference is whether you choose to use it. Instead of spending hours online without return, you have the option to convert that time into something productive. And while the earnings may start small, the consistency can make a noticeable difference over time. If you found this guide helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.